Oh yeah, I'm supposed to start these. Right.
Yep.
That's my cue. Hi, I'm Ben. Welcome to Video Marketing Unscripted, where I answer your video marketing questions completely unprompted. The correct pronunciation is GIF. Now you know. Anthony, what's our question today?
Well, Ben, today's question is from Brad in Durham with PhotoSwipe and is a two-part question. First question is, if I'm ugly, can you put makeup on me to make me look better?
You tell me. Next question.
How much should a good video cost, and how long before we can release it?
Brad, I think that's a fair question. It's actually a question we get asked a lot, and I'm going to go to my old standby here and say it depends, but I'll walk through a couple different scenarios with you. Depending on the type of video, you could have something done and ready to post same day. As long as you're thinking through why you're creating the video and what your purpose is, that's the main point. If you're going to spend time really anywhere, the most important place to spend time is, why am I creating this video? It could be as simple as having a decent discussion with your team and figuring out what those basic points are and saying, okay, let's make this, and you shoot it on your phone. You get it done. It's cheap. It's gritty. It's scrappy. It's done quickly, and it's done cheaply. Now, the other end of the spectrum would be bringing in a professional production company or video agency of some kind and doing a large-scale production. So you could be looking at costs for copywriters, shooters, actors, editors, motion graphics artists, music licensing. You always want to make sure you have the right licenses for music. You can get into costs for storing the media even. There's a whole bunch of costs that kind of add up, and you could be looking at, anywhere from, on the high end, $50,000 to $100,000 for one video potentially. Now, that being said, those are the two ends of the spectrum. So somewhere in the middle is maybe reaching out to a production company or a video marketing agency for something where you've got one video opportunity, the budget and the time for one specific video to be made, and depending on who you're talking to, you could probably get away with around $2,500 maybe to start for a decent quality piece. If it's going to be all motion graphics or all animation, that might have slightly less costs, but if you go to the right motion graphics artist, that might actually be more expensive. Just depends on what elements they're using, how much of it is custom. If you're looking at live action and having to bring a host, actors, some kind of talent, some kind of copywriting into it, you've got to kind of bring all those costs into it too. So I think really anywhere from like $2,500 to $25,000 is what you should kind of expect to spend. In terms of time, again, scrappy end of the spectrum, you could do something same day. Long end of the spectrum, you could be looking at a couple months worth, maybe 3 months of everything from strategy to concepting to storyboarding to scripting to pre-production and then production and then post-production. It could maybe take as little as a month for some projects if they're relatively straightforward. So Brad, I know that is a very general answer, but I'm trying to kind of set some guardrails here. If you'd like to reach out to me and follow up, I can give you a more specific answer on a more specific scenario maybe. So I hope that kind of answers your question. And if you've got a video marketing question that you'd like me to answer, please leave it in the comments or fill out the form on our site. You're welcome.